How we are. Back at it again with another video, a YouTube episode. It's your guy, Steven UKT80. Quick little video before I head into the gym. We finna change the attire. But yeah, man, today we're gonna talk about, first of all, make sure you like, subscribe, share this with a fellow relative, family, friend, brother, sister, things of that nature. You know, the things of that nature. Today we're gonna discuss about the power of connections. Man, today was one of the most visualized day that I've seen of the power of connections. You never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who you're gonna see. So you always gotta treat people with respect. You always gotta move accordingly, professional when it's the manner, and just know how to move around here. You know what I'm saying? Because you only get one first impression. And when you meet some like-minded brothers, it's always important, you lock in and just try to help each other build. Because there's a lot of people today who don't know the value of connections, who just meet people and just, spit on them. Meet people, don't treat them right. And it's a certain spirit that they have to move that way. Because, that spirit is not of God. So y'all tell me what kind of spirit that is in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But us people who trying to move of God, who trying to meet people like-minded, when you meet people in your way that is trying to level up and ultimately do what you're trying to do, you got to lock in and share ideas, and you got to, see one another winning in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not too many people happy to see another person win, which is kind of weird to me. I've never been that type of person. So to know that there is people out there who get mad when people are winning, it's like, no, man, that's not how you're supposed to move. There's a lot of people out here who are moving with like animosity, moving with hate, moving with, just fakeness. And it's like, why do you want to be in the way? Why do you want to be in the crowd of people who are trying to reach certain ways and goals in life if you're not trying to help them get there, if you're not happy where you are in life? You know what I'm saying? So for those people, hopefully they will get out the way. Sheeps only follow sheeps. Goats follow goats. And the chosen ones follow, their own path. And then they'll align with other chosen ones. That's how plain and simple it is. So if you see yourself trying to change your circle and you're elevating and your old circle is not, showing that same love, showing that they're trying to elevate as well, man, you know what time it is to do. You know what time it is. And it's always that one in the crowd that stands out, that always wants to change the circumstances, that doesn't want to do things the same. The black sheep of the family, I call it, the one that changes the generation. And it's a beautiful thing to see, man. But yeah, man, the power of connections, man. You can meet somebody today, you can meet somebody tomorrow, and that person could be the person that ignites your idea, that gives you an opportunity to be the best version of you, that gives you that platform to just take off, that breakthrough that you've been waiting for. God put us all on this earth for a reason, to make disciples, to meet each other, to fellowship with each other, to love one another. And then the Bible says, make peace with all men. So if you're not trying to make peace with all men, then ultimately you're an enemy, bro. Like, you're doing the opposite of what God wants us to do. Because we're here to make peace with all men. Make peace with all men. Let's say that again. Make peace with all men. So that means when you see a brother that you don't know, that you just walking past, oh, okay, to make peace, give him a head nod. Say what's up. Say what's up, brother. It's that simple. You don't walk down, mean mug somebody, look somebody up and down a certain way because you don't know the person. No, it don't matter if you don't know the person. You still treat the person like it's a family. You still treat the person with love, because that can ultimately build that connection up. And you never know what the other person has in store. You know what I'm saying? So if you move like that and you take time to actually think about how everybody here on this earth has a purpose, and you will have more care in your heart, and you will have more love in yourself. And it ultimately starts with exactly what I just said, loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not even going to be in the right mindset to make those connections. You're not even going to be in the right vibe to make that connection, because you're not going to rub off a certain way that people like. You know what I'm saying? You're going to come off like bad. You're gonna come off grumpy. You're gonna come off like moody, all because of a vibe that, you know, you carry. And when people see that, they don't want to be next to you. They don't want to do business with you because you're gonna bring their vibrations down without them even knowing. Because, you know, a positive person can hang out with a negative person and his vibe can drop. But a negative person can hang out with a positive person and he can still be a negative person, trying to bring down the positive person. It's funny how that works because, you know, negativity is really strong and opposites attract. So when you're a positive and negative, those are one of the only things that, you know, don't attract in the way of the positive side, because a positive person is always going to, you know, want to be nice to that negative person, always want to cater to that negative person, all not knowing that that negative person is just draining his energy, taking from his blessings, just doing all types of goofy stuff to not uplift him when that's what we're supposed to be doing. So the power of connections is real. You know, you never know who you can meet out here, man. That's why I say treat everybody with love, man. Treat everybody with respect. Because, man, it's crazy. Connections is crazy. Connections run the world. Connections run the world. Why do you think there's people in qualified positions who aren't qualified? It's because they know such and such that gave them the position. You know what I'm saying? That person might not have the fulfillment of what is needed to be at that certain job, that certain sports team, that certain position, that certain, you know, all certain stuff. And don't even get me started with sports, because that's a whole different world and a whole different topic for another discussion. But with that right connection, that person can get the job. With that right connection, that person can get that sport opportunity. With that right connection, that person can, you know, be at a higher level of a person who actually has the criteria, who met the criteria, but just doesn't have the connection. The power of connection is real, man. You never know who you can meet. And I really experienced it today. I can attest to it today. When you really have a level head trying to win in life and you meet somebody like that too, the vibrations just elevate. You guys brainstorming ideas. You guys talking about things in the past that helped you guys get to where you at. And then you guys can just accomplish so many more things that God has in store for you. So never neglect the power of connections. It's real. And don't be a goofy person that messes up an opportunity to meet a connection because of how you feel, because of the way you carry yourself, and having a low vibration, and just all types of stuff like that. Cause you'll be surprised, man. That person that you meet off a connection can really change your life, man. Can really give you an opportunity to just elevate what you're trying to do. Can just really kickstart the opportunity that you had in store, but just didn't have the right mentor, the right guidance to make it happen. But when you meet the right person and he has that knowledge, that wisdom, because he's been in your shoes, that wants to help you because he's successful himself, oh man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. So never neglect the power of connections. Never look down on anybody because you never know their story. Always stay positive. Always be willing to help the next person because it's going to come back to you. Never do things in looks for a favor and to come back to you. If you're going to do something for somebody, don't be on the receiving end. Oh, what you going to do for me? Like, no, that's weird, bro. Like, if you're going to do it off the kindness of your heart, or just don't do it at all. There's a lot of people here doing favors for favors, counting favors for favors, cutting hands for hands. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, then make it come out your heart. Don't just do it because you're going to expect something in return. That's weird. That's not how you move. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do something out the kindness that your heart drives you to do, not just because you're forced, not just because you think that, okay, this person's going to need me forever. So you get on your high horse and think that you're doing something ultimately when God's the one that bless you to be able to bless that other person. Whew. Come on, man. I'm talking to somebody today, man. But yeah, man, the power of connections is real. It's really real. And the more you better yourselves, the more you can help somebody. The more somebody can look at you as a connection that helped them benefit their lives. Because it's all about giving back at the end of the day. So make sure you never take accountability on being a bad person when it comes to this connection stuff. Take accountability on being a good person when it comes to connections. And there you have it, man. The power of connections.